Hey, you beautiful people. Hey, Jess, how are you doing? Oh, I'm so glad you have some wine. Yay. Hey, Sarah. Well, you got some ginger ale. Good for you. I don't really drink either, Jeffs. I mean, with my husband being a wine guy and everything, you'd think I'd drink more, but not really. Hey, Julie, you got a Miller 64. Okay, we're ready to party with these pajama bosses. Oh, my. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen their ads or not, on Facebook. And I saw it in myself. I just saw the name and I'm like, could this possibly be any more hashtag boss babe than pajama boss? Because, you want to just work from your phone in your pajamas, be all comfy and all that kind of crap. You know what I'm talking about, right? And so it's one of those things that I kept seeing pop up again and again. And it's not like I'm clicking on it, I'm ignoring it, but Facebook keeps on throwing it at me. And I'm like, really? So finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm putting it on my Trello board. So that's where I have an enormous amount of ideas for content is on an enormous Trello board. So I stuck it over there. And so we're going to look first at their ad, and then we're going to dive, and I got some free training too, so we can attend that. I mean, it's going to be good, right? I really should have gotten myself an adult beverage, but I didn't. I mean, I should have prepared myself, but I have 2 cans of kind of warm sparkling water because I've been sipping on them all day. I don't know about you, but I have half empty things all over the place. Hi there, Shakira. How are you? How are you? You have a Snapple. Hey, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you happy. So we're going to look at, like I said, just like what the ad said, we're going to look at their website. But then, because I pulled up a bunch of tabs that I have up here, but then we're going to kind of look at, well, what could I find out about them? And there's some things. There's some stuff and things. What can I say? There always is, right? I mean, it's like, to me, I look at these things these days, and to me, it's just so transparent of don't throw these people money because the only person making any money are the people selling this crap. You wear your pajamas all day. Good for you, Sarah. Good to you. She wears her pajamas all day. I do too. A lot of times it's I mean, I'm just comfy because it's me and the computer and doing my thing, which today, do you ever have those days where the day is just a day? And that's kind of what it was for me, because I was I'm trying to do something and figure out why, this is at work, why some things are not pulling up information based on the keywords people are putting in there. So I'm developing this other thing, which are called get answers, where I don't know, I don't want to get into all the details, but I'm trying to go in there and do something else to see if this is going to close some gaps that I'm seeing. It's not exciting work, but it's just okay, I'm looking at the data, and the data is telling me some stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I address this so that I can have a difference in the data, so that I can move the needle, so to speak. So that's what I've been doing. So I'm a little tired. Hey, Tia, how are you doing? You're here from Australia. Oh, good morning. Oh, yes, you're in your pajamas now. Good. You're good. And hey, Rachel, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hey, you know what? Hourly wage, working from home in your pajamas, just no problem with that. So let me share my screen so I can read this with you guys. I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to figure this out. And then I'm not going to be looking at you, because I'm going to be looking, where I can read it. Yeah, following all that. Okay. Network marketers are lost and confused. Well, could there be a reason? Because the entire structure is jank. Just saying, just a thought. You see, the entire marketplace is bombarded with confusing messages telling you to do things like doing live videos, attraction marketing, blogging, and daily stories. But guess what? This doesn't work. Really? It doesn't? Huh. Wow. Shocking. In the past 12 months, we helped over 8,000 leaders create fast duplication. It's all about being able to duplicate yourself. I have yet to see anybody make this duplication nonsense actually work, because nobody is able to duplicate the success of that other person that's already had, they're just not. Never have seen that. With relentless focus on just one thing, while others are spreading themselves thin on thousands of different things, our students are quietly focusing on the one important thing. Want to know what this one thing is? We put together a brand new training for you, showing you how you can do that. You can register at this place. In this free training, which is not a funnel to sell people anything, we show you exactly how we grew our network marketing business by creating duplication and at the same time decrease the time we were working. When has anybody in network marketing been able to just squash? And this, I'm just going to throw it out there, because and I'm going back to my Notorious series, and we will be referring to that in here because there is a connection. Those people, because making a lot of money from going around at events and scamming people, in my opinion. I can see how you'd reduce the thing, because you're just dipping in everyone's pockets and just spewing a lot of BS, making it sound really good, and people are just throwing you money, which they shouldn't be doing. Anyway, this training is the real deal. And we have now helped over 8,000 students from over 30 different network marketing companies in the last 12 months with this same exact process and strategy. Oh, they have the strategy that works. Because we haven't heard that before in any of these things, have we? This is brand new. This is news. We didn't see it last week with Steve and, his whole nonsense. We didn't see that then. No, this is brand new. They got the system. I started thinking of that song. We got the work. I don't know. If I tried to sing it, the dog would start howling. It'd be a mess. So I'm not going to do that. Anyway, if you want to become a top producer in your network marketing business, this training is for you. Here's what you'll learn in this training. Okay, now this is what starts really pissing me off, is how they write this. It's always a marketing. This is not how you would write something if you're looking to teach somebody something, because you're not telling them what they're going to be able to do after they complete the training. You're giving them false promises, in my opinion. Ready? Infinite prospecting code. How to access unlimited prospects. Powerhouse closing strategy for more business builders in your team. Ooh. The 3 ingredients of a duplication system to help everyone go faster in your team. The step-by-step bulletproof process our students are using. The secret ingredients to exponential team growth and creating momentum. Register right now before it's taken offline for good. When is this crap going to be taken offline? It's not. That's a marketing ploy. Please. But do you see right there? I mean, they're saying it's a bunch of words. Do you know what you're going to actually learn? Do you know what you're going to be able to go off and do on your own? You don't. And a lot of it, I don't know. Does anybody here know Bloom's taxonomy? Raise your hand. Drop something in the comments. And I know there's a delay. If you know about Bloom's taxonomy, if you've been a teacher, or if you're like me and an instructional designer, Bloom's taxonomy is a thing, but it's, different verbs that are used in order to write instructional objectives. And there's a specific way how you write instructional objectives. You don't just throw up any old thing. But this is not telling me anything I'm actually going to learn. Infinite prospecting code, how to access unlimited prospects. So if they told me something like, the 6 steps of how to access unlimited prospects, that would be an objective to me. Exactly. Word salad. Exactly. That's what it is. And it just is like, it's a whole lot of hooey. It's just a great big old bucket of hooey. It is. This is nothing but, just throw a bunch of fancy words. And, back in my Hun days, I might have seen this. And this is what's so twisted is me as someone who has designed hundreds of courses. I would still go, oh, well, maybe this is the one that'll work. Because all these other things that I've spent money on and I've been trying to make work hasn't done diddly squat. But maybe this one will be it. It looks good. Yeah, I want to do that. Oh, free training. Sign me up. They just want to get your email. Okay. So now where are we going? I think it's, yeah. Okay. So here are our pajama bosses, Massa and Miguel. Okay. And so they tell us a little bit about their story here. Okay. I'm not going to read all of this stuff to you, but we'll scroll down, blah, blah, blah. Okay. When I'm recording my videos, I stumble across my words. Everything gets twisted up, and I will do this as I'm recording, go blah, blah, blah. So I can start again. I do that all the time. Editing can take a while because, you would think if it's say a 12-minute video, it's not, oh no, it's I have so much more than 12 minutes I'm editing, but I go, blah, I do that. Emoji City, exactly. I do too. See, that is oh my gosh, get out, sit down, just go sit down. Anyway, I'm not going to read you all of their janky because you can look up Pajama Bosses. Oh, look, listening to our free training. We will be looking a little bit at the disclaimer because to me, that's always important. So this is what I did. I went to the website called Business for Home to look them up. I'm like, are they there? Because I find it interesting if they are. And what do you know? There's Massa. There she is. Boom. Now, this is where it starts connecting to my Notorious series. The guy behind Business from Home, Ted Newton, he's in my Notorious series. This entire thing right here, this is a scammer who's helping other scammers, in my opinion, and I'll play for you the beginning of that so you can see a little bit of his story. So hopefully you guys can hear it okay. So you're going to see the intro. So if you haven't watched this video and you want to really know about Business for Home, and you should, because it gives you a lot of information about what all of that is. Because in my opinion, all the people who are featured here, these are the real scammers. They're not your stay-at-home mom who's trying to shill some unique. That ain't no scammer, These people are, and everybody in my Notorious series, they are all up in this, website. So let me play this for you. Oh, wow.
A boy born in the Netherlands who could have grown up and contributed his ideas and talents to the world and inspired others to lead with kindness took an unexpected turn. This young man had the opportunity to study at the University of Amsterdam. His life and career was ahead of him at the time of his graduation. Imagine having a promising career and working your way up to managing director, and yet lured to join a multi-level marketing company. And after the team you built crumbled, you continued to work for technology companies such as IBM and Dell. But when your wife joined another MLM, you came up with a way to leverage the dream for your own financial gain. Meet the notorious Ted W. Newton. This is his story. Hey there.
Okay, so that's the intro to the whole thing about Business for Home. So remember, these suckers are found over on Business for Home, okay? Now, I will give you kind of a little snapshot. This is not like, actual journalism. They're paying Teddy Boy to have the article there. It's a lot more than that. I'm not going to go into all of it because I already did a video on all this stuff. So watch that video if you haven't seen it, because it's hardly gotten any views, and which is really, really annoying sometimes when you bust your butt doing deep research and it's like, oh, no one gives a flip. And I'm like, this is important, but no one gives a flip because I guess, I'm not reacting, or I'm not, creating some kind of drama. I'm actually going about, researching something. Who wants to learn anything? Nope, don't want to do that. Just saying. And Lauren has said that she knows 2 former Mona V Huns that are now life coaches and charge $55 an hour for a phone call. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, Jen, did you see that one in the Notorious series? Thank you. Yeah, and I do have more of that coming up. And I'll be telling you about some of the things coming up in our future here on this channel. Okay, so one of the things that I found interesting, because I'm not going to read all of this to you. If you guys want to go look little Massa up, you can. But somewhere on here, it tells us that she did something with horses. I don't remember where it is, but it was like when she grew up or something. Miguel, let's see. Okay, he was a trained commercial pilot, but she has a BA and a master's from Oxford and a PhD in molecular genetics. It doesn't say where from, so I'm not so sure about that. Oh, here it is. Horseback riding. Okay, dressage, passion, dressage, horseback riding. Let me tell you, horseback riding ain't cheap. In another video of the Notorious series, you see how this keeps coming back? Yuha Parelia, I'm going to say his last name right. He had Arabian horses. You got money. You come from something. You're not just some ordinary person. Just saying. But it makes me kind of wonder, who in the background there, were mom and dad kind of swindlers too? I don't know, but sometimes the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Apple tree, they're right there next to each other. Back to the Notorious series. Like when I get to Ruja Ignatova, she's the one that founded OneCoin. Stuff that her dad did. Oh, it's like, oh, apple tree right there. It's like, yeah, you learned some stuff from daddy. So it just makes me kind of wonder, and it makes me a little bit uncomfortable, Exactly. They are expensive. Horses are very expensive. So, to throw that out there and to be like, you're just, who here, did this with horses, did horseback riding with dressage? Who did that? I didn't. I sure as heck didn't. I rode horses. My uncle had horses. So I'd go up there and, ride Sugar and Me Too. That's the name of the horses. But they say, and I find this really weird, and I don't know if I believe this because I've seen it in more than one place, but I think sometimes these people can spin a yarn, But it says that they started their network marketing career in November of 2005 when a 17-year-old girl introduced them to their first company. Did you pick that up? A 17? Who in the hell is going to listen to a 17-year-old girl? Doesn't that just sound weird? I'm not saying that 17-year-olds are stupid or anything like that. I'm not. Hey there, Panda. How you doing? Hey, MP. How are you doing? Welcome. But you're 17 and now you're telling me about a business. And here I've been doing all of these other things. I have a BA, a master's, and a PhD, but I'm going to listen to a 17-year-old girl. Something about that feels off to me. I don't know about you. That seems odd. Maybe it was her cousin or something, or her niece. And she was like, okay, I'm going to support, maybe there is more to the story, because there usually is. And they really try to hide all of that stuff. That's why, like, when in my Notorious series, finding like their backgrounds on stuff, there's a lot of stuff I can't find because it's just not there. It's not readily available. And I will spend time like watching different videos and interviews, and it's from those things that I will pick out a piece or two. It's like little bitty tiny piece of the puzzle. And it's like, oh, okay, I got a note to self. Okay, remember that. But that's where I get the information, because they don't want it all out there. They really don't. So if they don't put it out there and you got to hunt and peck, no one's going to put it together unless you're some crazy person like me that's like, I want to figure this out. So I dig. That's what I do. So anyway, their first company was this thing called New Ways. And guess what New Ways actually is? It's Modere. Now, if you watch another video in my Notorious series, no, I'm kidding. This one is actually not in the Notorious series, but I did a video not long ago. Let me find it. This one right here. Okay. Modere distributors and MLM coaches, John and Nadia Melton. They were with Modere, and they're all over business from home or for home, whatever, as well. And is it not? Yeah, Nadia, I think they had both been with Vima. Vima was shut down. So I'm like, isn't that interesting? There's this Modere connection, which makes me wonder, should I do a deep dive eventually? I haven't decided, but it's like kind of as it keeps popping up, because these people, if they are over here at, which one is it? Business for Home. These people, okay, look at over here, all these faces. Okay, here's Tim Sales. There's, what's his name? Fraser Brooks. Somewhere on here is Ray Higdon. Andrea Cimbala. Andrea Cimbala is married to Igor E. Alberts. Igor E. Alberts is in my Notorious series, and they're from the Netherlands. And I actually found out I have a contact that can tell me more information about Igor. And I mean, there's all kinds of things. I mean, it's really dirty. Igor was featured on some kind of TV show in the Netherlands of like some of like the richest people from the Netherlands. Never mind, he's scamming people, jumping from company to company to company. He made the most, like I want to say, if I remember correctly, and this was last August when I saw it, $135 million in multi-level marketing. That's a lot. That's a lot. And he started with Amway. Yeah, I believe that's right. If again, I've done so many of these. Oh, there's Ray Higdon over here. Oh, this right here. This is Sherry Tree. Sherry Tree, she's also connected to the OneCoin, the whole Notorious series. She's also part of all of that too. So all of these people, oh, and this is Jesse Lee Ward over here. All of these people end up knowing each other. Oh, there's Igor E. Alberts right there. And this guy right here, Holton Brooks, he's with Organa Gold. A lot of the ones that went into OneCoin came from Organa Gold. And I'm going to eventually get to them. So those are a few of the people that I'm just looking through here. I can just pick out these people. And there's Andrea Cimbala. That's her husband right there. And it's like, isn't that interesting? So all of these people, they're kind of, doing the same thing. They're wanting to be seen as the gurus. And meanwhile, they're really just kind of, taking your money. Oh, she did a video, and Illuminati did a video on Modere. Yeah, didn't know that I do not have that much time to watch everybody else's, like anti-MLM stuff, because I'm running around doing my own thing, because it takes a lot to, go and dig this stuff up and put it together, Yep. Exactly. Scammers upon scammers upon, that's exactly it. And I mean, they're all in bed together, you know, they're going to invite each other to like speak at their things because that's what they do. They all help each other out. So I found that out. And so, yeah, I wanted to share that with you. And then I was like, well, let me look on the Better Business Bureau and see if there's anything there. Again, not, hey there, I don't know what to say. I'll just say just because I don't know how to say the word with the B. I never know how to say that. I'm so sorry. It's just because I don't know. But I'll go look on the Better Business Bureau and see if like the company's there and see if there's complaints, if there's reviews, what are people saying? Now, what I found is there's a complaint about this company, which is 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle, that has a connection to Pajama Bosses. And I'm like, well, ain't that interesting? Again, it makes me think of all these people, how they know each other. It's the same kind of thing. It's a big old love fest, you know? They're all just helping each other out. It's like, oh, you're scamming those people. Oh, you got something that you can scam them too. Yeah, we can all scam them. Yeah, let's see how many of our different things that we can sell all these people. You know, let's do that. Hey there, Anne. How are you doing? Jane Ann. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right or not, but you know, hello, welcome. And so what I found interesting was that like, oh, look, government action, FTC versus 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. Huh. And this makes me think like, okay, Pajama Bosses, you know, is connected to this. And it makes me kind of think, oh, Rachel, thank you so very much for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that so very much. It really makes me think there's some kind of coordinated thing going on here when I start seeing this stuff, you know, because you're not going to recommend someone you don't know. You're just not. But I'm going to show you the customer review where there's a connection to the Pajama Bosses. Okay, so, this is what I wanted to point out too. See these complaints, all 5 stars? These are fake reviews. I mean, somebody might say, no, they're not. Those are real. Please. You're not rated. You have these 2 complaints. You have this FTC thing against you. And you want me to think that all of this is, you know, like on the up and up? What are you smoking? I mean, for real, what are you smoking? Because I am buying it. You better go peddle those papers on a different street corner. Because, yeah, I'm not buying it. Just saying. Okay, so let's look at that complaint where I found it. And see, and I just did some quick kind of looking around before, you know, coming on here because I didn't want to do my initial stuff. Like, really, I just wanted to find some stuff to share with you guys. But I'm kind of giving you an idea of how I go about some of my research, depending on what it is, you know. All right, because it's down here. Here we go. All right. All right. So it talks about, he stated we have a no refund policy. The money has been paid to others. Now, this makes me want to dig into whatever the heck company this is. Do you think it would be interesting to dig into whatever the heck company, what is this called? 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle? Because I'm kind of interested. Because they have this whole thing about being slammed for all their robocalls. Because I found somewhere I had their FTC thing pulled up too. The money has been paid to others. Then we have changed things for the better. Let's get you going to make some money selling me again. When I was put into the system by Jerry and onboarded, they hooked me up with a service that ran $250 a month. Pajama Bosses. $250 a month. Pajama Bosses. Meanwhile, this person is in their MLM and they had that volume, you know, that monthly volume, because that's usually typically a thing. And I don't know which one they were in, but I'm just going to make the assumption that they had to pay something monthly because that's just in general how those things work. So now someone's milking them for $250 a month for Pajama Bosses. Pajama Bosses. Oh, they got it all. They got the plan. They got the plan. I don't believe it. Okay, so look, We got some free training. I'm not sure how long this is. If you guys would like to watch this so we can see what the heck this bulletproof process to creating 6 figures in network marketing in less than 12 months. That's a mighty hefty kind of a promise. They're saying to create it in less than 12 months. Their process is going to help you create 6 figures in less than 12 months in network marketing. Even if you don't have a big team yet, because we're going to help you with that. And if this doesn't work, guess what? We have something else we're going to sell you. There's that too. There's that too. Oh, and you can apply for a free strategy session. That ain't no strategy session. You know what that is? That's a selling session. I mean, let's just call it, let's just call it what it is, because it's not what they're saying. But it just kills me. Okay. How do people live with themselves? I don't know. I don't know, Julie. I don't know how people do live. And this is the thing. Okay. Next week, I'll just tell y'all now, because I don't have anything written down. This is all off the cuff. Next week, I have a video coming out that's about a Ponzi scheme. And what this person did is incredibly icky. Now, this is an ongoing case. So the person right now is sitting in jail waiting to be on trial, which I really hope. I mean, I don't know if they'll put discovery online, but I hope they do, because I want to dig into it and look at that stuff, because I've started getting really interested in the kind of people that do this. Like, what's going on up here? How is it that you're okay with doing this? Which brings up something else. So this is going to be in the beginning of May. I'm going to interview someone. The book has not been released yet, but it's on oh gosh, how do you say his name? Bernie Madoff, like the Wall Street dude guy who like ripped everybody off. It's a book. It's like untold stories on that stuff. So I'm going to be having him as a guest and interviewing him, which I think should be incredibly interesting, because again, it goes back to, how are you doing these things? What causes someone to be okay with scamming people? And maybe they're just a bad seed. By the way, have you ever seen the movie, The Bad Seed? The Bad Seed is a really good movie. I don't remember the year it was made. The Good Son is based off of it, but The Bad Seed is so good, because the little girl that's the bad seed, she's so cute. She's this little blonde-headed girl with braids, and she's just all sweet looking. She ain't sweet. I mean, she's like a bad seed. It's a really good movie. You should see it. You should watch it. I recommend it. Just saying. Okay. Well, you will be seeing it. So do you guys want me to play this? Somebody's got to let me know. You got to give me like a thumbs up. You got to do, I don't know, do the cha-cha, something, but let me know in chat. Otherwise, I'm going to go to something else and we'll look at their website. But I want to know, do you want to see what they have to say? So let me know, and I'll just wait to see yes or no. I mean, because it's like, I can get no's. I'll take no's. That's okay. You can say, no, I'm not interested. Or you can say, yeah, let's give it a go. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to investigate the pajama bosses. And it's just, look, they look so sweet down here, don't they? How these people can like just smile in your face. Meanwhile, they'll reach into your back pocket and take out your last dime and be okay with that. And somehow be able to go like, yeah, I'm good, and they go to sleep at night. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Okay, let's go and watch this. So I hope you guys can hear things. Okay. Where do I get this? I need to hide this one. There we go. So you can see everything. All right. You want the 6-figure tips? Yeah, I know. You know what, guys? I bet you we are going to learn the definitive system, the system that's missing for anybody who is in multi-level marketing. If they're only doing this, they too could, they could have a yacht. They could just be on the beach, sipping Mai Tais, passive income. It's just rolling on in. It's just coming on in their sleep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see it.
Hello, everyone. We're going to get started here in just a second with our webinar, 6 Steps to 6 Figures in Network Marketing. If you're on here and you can hear me clearly, go to the chat box and put in number 2. Let's see. Yeah, we got plenty of number 2s. Excellent. Awesome. So let's get started. So in today's webinar, I want to share with you the bulletproof process to creating 6 figures in network marketing in less than 12 months. Even if right now you don't have a big team yet. Here's really what this webinar is all about. You know, there's so many information out there today in the marketplace, and it's sometimes hard to identify what you really need to be focusing on. So I'm going to share with you from my experience exactly not only what Miguel and I did to create a 6 and then even 7-figure network marketing business, but how we help countless students to scale to 6 figures in less than 12 months, even if they don't have a big team. So let's get going. So who is this for? Well, this is for leaders in network marketing who are now ready to scale in the next 12 months. You've come to a point in your business when you're ready to go. You're ready to step up, take massive action, and scale in the next 12 months by at least 6 figures. This is also for anyone who's struggling right now with attracting and growing high quality leaders. If you're someone, you know, that you really don't have many great quality business builders in your team, this is for you. This is also for you if you want to create duplication that goes beyond 3-4 levels deep. We all know, you know, going into 3, 4, 5 levels deep in our teams actually requires some systemization so that it's not just to do with your influence. This is also for leaders who know that their success depends on creating a team system. And for anyone who's tired of trial and error and is now seeking a proven process so they can just focus on massive action.
All of that is what all of these stupid little systems say. It's the same stuff. It's just someone else saying it. Her name is Massa down here. It's this chick down here. And I mean, okay, remember, this is someone that did horseback riding, and now she's spewing all of this. And what I find interesting here, it's like, okay, they're saying leaders. Do you think these people who I guess would be considered leaders, because like he is like number 1 with Organa Gold. I mean, he's been making bank from it. I mean, Tim Sales, Scientologists, dude, like these are the people who are, you know, I guess more of leaders. So do you think that this just means your regular hashtag boss babe? Because I do, but you know what? You want to feel good about yourself. You may not have a team now, but you're still a leader. We're going to help you. Oh, so annoying.
Have you ever felt like this? I mean, if you just knew that this is the right path, wouldn't you be willing to put in massive action into your business? Yeah, definitely, right? And so in the next 45 minutes, what I'm going to be doing is really going into the deep.
Okay, we're not watching all 45 minutes because I'm not going to be able to take her, but I do want to get some of this and look at it. My back is kind of bugging me, so we'll see how far along we get into this, because I may just want to like vomit a little bit. I don't know about you, but I already do. And I just find it really annoying because, again, it's like it's just another system that people are going to try to do to duplicate whatever the heck it is they did, and it's not going to work for them. Now, there are going to be some who already have a big network that they could do any system, and it works for them because they already, you know, have that network. Let's just keep going.
Details of the bulletproof process to creating 6 figures in network marketing in less than 12 months. And I'm going to be sharing the exact process that we've been using and teaching to help over 7,420 leaders to scale up to 15x times in less than 12 months. I'm also going to be sharing with you the infinite prospecting code, which is really how you can access unlimited prospects and convert them into serious business builders. We're also going to be covering how you can activate massive duplication. In fact, we're going to be looking at the 3 key important things and how that actually gets your team members results faster without overworking long hours and giving up all your family time, your sanity, and maybe even your health, right? And we're also going to talk about duplicatable team systems and what are the secret ingredients to real exponential team growth and creating momentum through these predictable, sustainable systems. I mean, you know.
Okay, this is what gets me. Oh, you got a workbook for a consultant on training. I'm going to. Oh, good for you. Good for you, Jess. Hey, Mombi, how you doing? So this is what really bugs me, is that she's not saying anything yet. And also this whole team system, every company has their little plan, the steps that you're supposed to follow. How come those steps aren't working? How come people have to go out and look for blueprints and formulas and strategies everywhere else? Because if multi-level marketing, direct sales, network marketing, whatever the heck you want to call it, that triangular duck, it would just work with what the company gives you, the janky training they give you, if it actually worked. But no, you run all over the place looking for something that's going to actually help you. And you think you're picking up tips that is going to help you for some reason, because you're around all those people with that same mindset and you're all reading personal development, and it's a bunch of hooey. I just got back. It's a bunch of hooey.
You know, this way, you know you're on the right path. You know you're putting your time, energy, and focus into the right way of working. And not only results will come, but they will be predictable and sustainable. So now, if you're excited about all these topics, go ahead and put a 6 into the chat box. Let me see that you're here. Okay, wow, all the 6s are coming in. That's awesome. Now, basically, I'm going to be covering everything so that you can go ahead and build 100,000 per year business in the next 12 months using duplicatable systems and without having to continuously be recruiting and rebuilding your team. You know,
wait, you're not going to have to keep recruiting and rebuilding. So what happens when people leave? You don't have to recruit and rebuild. People are just going to stay because you've got the system. Is that it? That's right. It is not nope, it's not sustainable. Not at all. But they're making it sound like we got it. Because you know what? I bet you it's going to be just like with Stevie Boy last week. It's probably going to be like, oh, well, with this, yes, you know what? You can get your team to buy it, you know, and you can earn money selling our janky system. How much you want to bet that? You know, 5 will get you 10. Just saying, I bet you anything there's going to be that little spin on it. There typically is.
Now, if you're someone that you've typically recruited a few people and then 90 days, you don't even know where these people are, this is exactly what we're going to be teaching. How do you stay focused on duplication and systems and continue to scale your income? So a couple of house rules. First of all, this webinar is not about how to get rich.
Warning sign, not get rich quick. Really? But you're telling them that you're going to be able to help them with 6 figures within 6 months or something like that. That kind of sounds like a get rich, get quick, quick. You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh gosh, the lies that come out of their mouths, just saying, in my opinion, don't come at me.
Quick in network marketing. I'm not going to be teaching anything that is, click a button and make money on autopilot. This is nothing like it. Also, I'm not going to be teaching anything like fake it until you make it. You really must be a true leader, and the information that I will be giving you, you need to be willing to learn the skills and apply the strategies. So if that's where you are, great, because in this way, we can really help you to unlock this exponential growth in your business. But otherwise, I don't think we can help. And I'll be quite honest with you. And while it's great to have you on this webinar, right now, maybe the time for you to leave. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, or just fake it till you make it, or some automated system that does everything for you, this is not what this webinar is about. So The rules and results are also that I'll be covering are not actually typical. The results that I'll be showing, both ours and those of our successful students, are not typical at all. And you know what? The average person who attends our trainings, just like this one, doesn't take much action, and he really doesn't take any action on what they learn.
I'm going to say bologna sandwich. Having gone to this kind of stuff and taken action, it's just like in, multi-level marketing, whatever the company is telling you to do. There's plenty of people doing the steps, doing what they're told to do and not getting the results, because there's no way everybody's going to be able to apply the same system and all get those results. And so you're being told it's not typical, which that should be a red flag to people. But you know what happens? I'll tell you what happened to me. I'll be like, oh, I'm one of those people that's going to take the massive action. I'm an action taker, to quote the Darren and Mike jank. I'm an action taker. So I'm going to prove that I'm going to work really hard. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. And you know what? I'm going to be one of those results that aren't typical, because I am one of the ones that's actually going to put in the work. That's what I would have been thinking.
And therefore get zero results. So there is no guarantee after seeing this webinar that you'll get any results at all. Again, this is only for people who are actually willing to apply themselves, go create some skills, and take massive action. And these are the students that I'll be showing you. This is exactly what they actually did. So it's completely up to them. Now, does this sound like you? I mean, if this sounds like you, then this webinar is definitely for you. Now let's have a look at a couple of things that you may be thinking right now. Maybe you're continuously recruiting a few people, and then every time you do that, you recruit a group of people, and 90 days later, they're really not doing anything. So you're back at searching for.
Okay, you know what? Have you noticed she's not teaching you how to do anything yet? Not teaching you how to do a damn thing at all. This is all marketing bullshit. Didn't say bologna sandwich, but you know what I mean, right? Oh, thank you very much, IRO. Thank you. Teaching you nothing. Now, let me just contrast this for you, because as an instructional designer, says Training Magazine, they put on a lot of free webinars. So for me, I was coming at all of these webinars that we see where people are selling courses and crap. I was coming from it with that perspective, because my experience had been, I went to webinars where professionals were putting on things, and I was actually learning something, and I was able to apply it. And they weren't selling me something else. Now, every now and then somebody would have something, or there would be something that would be posted somewhere. My friend Ray Jimenez, he has like some amazing stuff that he teaches people, but he also does a lot of the webinars where he's teaching people stuff that they can do and go and apply after attending. So I came to it with that mindset. And now every single time that I see these, it's so obvious to me. They're saying webinar, and I just have coined it. It's a seminar. It's not an actual webinar where you're bringing people together so that you're teaching them something. All it is your marketing strategy to get people to reach into their wallets, into their, I have my phone, I always have my debit card there, and pull the trigger, so to speak, and send in the money. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking for anything else other than, how can I get you to say yes to my opportunity so I can make money? It's not about you being able to make money. It never is, in my opinion.
For new people, back at square one. Or maybe you see other people in your company, or even through social media, right, making big money and growing fast, and then wonder, what are they doing that I'm not, right? So if this is you, this webinar is going to be really insightful. Now, also, you may be thinking, when will our team finally start growing faster? When will my team finally do that without me having to hold everyone else?
I'm thinking, when are you going to actually teach something? When are you going to start showing a process? Thank you so much, Cindy. That super sticker. I can't see what it looks like though. I gotta go. Let me go on my channel and see if I can see it. Because you guys can see this too. Where are my? I'm not live streaming there. I don't know. I don't see it. But I wish I could see what it looks like. But really, when is she going to actually start in NSC? And I can't scrub it forward. I wish I could, because I would. Because she's going to just keep on talking out of her butt, about a bunch of things. And, if all she does is show testimonials of, look, Susie Q was able to do X, Y, and Z. What the heck is that? How does that teach you anything? That's just somebody saying, I was able to use their janky stuff and look, I'm successful. And I doubt that she's as successful as what she's saying. I mean, just my thoughts, just saying, just saying.
That you will be covering how you can, actually get out of that. If you're wishing you had a way of automating some of the prospecting and training so that you can stop wasting your time on repetitive things every single day and working such long days, then this webinar is going to be for you. And also, do you secretly know that you deserve more income, but you're frustrated because you just don't know why you're stuck at an income like yours? If that sounds like you, we're going to be covering all of that. And you know what? The real challenge, the real problem here is that you're probably asking the wrong questions and therefore you're getting the wrong answers. And so sometimes in life, it's seeing things from a different perspective. And when you ask the right questions, you get completely different results. And that's what I'm hoping to do here for you on this webinar today. A good question to ask may be, for example, how can I stop focusing only on recruiting, leverage my time better, and help my new team members to duplicate faster? And so we're going to be covering all of that in this webinar. Now, once you start asking the right questions, what will happen is you will have infinite prospects to talk to. You'll also will help your new team members.
How about just let's start out with what the right questions are. How about that? How about doing some role playing or something? How about them apples? This is just like more mumbo jumbo. You're going to get this eventually. When I'm 83, I mean, this is like taking forever. No wonder this is like a 45-minute webinar. She takes the long way home to get to a point, I don't even know if she's ever going to get to one. What do you think? Oh my gosh, right? You need a bingo card for seminars. Yes, that would be fun. But yes, don't you see it as a seminar? I mean, it's like, really, what is this crap? I mean, I think one of the things on the bingo card would be, it takes 30 minutes to get to a point. There's an upsell, there's an affiliate opportunity. I mean, there's so many things. I'm sure we could come up with them. But, good gravy. I mean, this is like, when is she going to actually show us something? How long do you think it's going to take for her to get to a point?
To get results in 24 hours or less. And you will scale your income while you slowly decrease the amount of time you're working. And once you ask these good questions, you'll also have finally a scalable network marketing business based on actual systems and not just hype and your energy that can make $10,000 per month every single month with predictability. Also, you can break through that invisible ceiling on your income that will finally disappear, and you will blast right through it away from having to do more stuff. And you can do all this while finally being able to tap into that excitement that you had when you first started your business. Remember that? You're so excited. You're going to do whatever it takes, and you can get that back so you can build a business around your life and not the other way around. And the best part is you're going to be creating a sustainable, scalable, predictable duplication so that you can finally get the freedom that you deserve. So welcome. My name is Massa, and on this picture here, this is my husband and business partner, Miguel Montero, and together we co-founded a company called Pajama. And we have more than 13 years experience in network marketing. We've built multi-million-dollar teams all around the world, and in fact, created a 7-figure MLM business in 30 plus countries, very international. We are from Spain and Slovenia originally.
Okay, that really concerns me, this whole thing of like 30 other countries, because I've seen this before. Back to my Notorious series, you notice how I keep bringing that up? It's like they did the same thing, because there's a lot of people in other countries, and a lot of people here in the US are getting sucked in. But in developing countries and stuff, you know, I mean, people may not have people like me speaking out. You know, they might get even more desperate, and this might sound really super good. And it also makes me kind of think, back when I was in grad school for anthropology, one of the things that I studied is the Sendero Luminoso. The Sendero Luminoso is the Shining Path, and they were the most horrific terrorist group in Peru. And one of the things that the leader, Admiral Guzman, did is, I analyzed it from the symbols of like what symbols he was using to for control over people. And he was called the sun. Well, Quechua speakers in Peru, the sun, you know, for Inca. And they looked at people who spoke Spanish and kind of like revered them. So he'd carry books. They also looked at people who had gone to school and kind of revered them. So he was always placing himself like in a position of authority. And I kind of think about that when I think about these people going around to all of these different countries and stuff, because I'm also playing in my own mind a lot of the events that I have seen for OneCoin, where they're going to, you know, like these massive star-studded like events that just look like, you know, they're, I don't know, a concert, you know, those events I'm talking about that are usually the network marketing companies, like once a year conference, but with OneCoin, they went from city to city to city and country to country to country and put on these extravagant shows. And it kind of makes me wonder if they were involved in anything like that, where they're put up on the stage. And so people are thinking, oh, they know the way. I can I can join them because they're going to teach me. Meanwhile, again, they're just dipping into people's pockets and siphoning out any money they possibly can so that they can live their lavish lifestyle, in my opinion.
Live right here in Australia. And today we don't actively build a network marketing business, even though we enjoy the income. But for the past few years, we've really been focused on helping leaders customize team duplication systems so that we can help them scale to 6- and 7-figure incomes. You know, we're speakers, authors, coaches, all of that. I mean, we've done a couple of things right, but certainly it all started with doing a few things wrong. And you know what? It's really not about us and our success. So I wanted to introduce you to some of our students, and specifically to one student that will share with you what happened to him and his business when he started working with us.
The first couple of months after starting to put the team onto the system, we saw huge growth, and my income grew from when I started with Pajama bosses.
Hold on a second. What is she teaching us? What are we learning so that we're going to be able to go off and do it after going to their free training? Because this is just another testimonial. Hey, Lydia. And this is just say like, look, somebody had success. But, you know, success is not guaranteed. The results are not typical. But all of this is to get people to be in that mindset that, oh, I can be one of the atypical people, and maybe I can be featured in their stuff, in my opinion. Just saying. Lydia, how late are you on? I've been streaming for a little bit over 58 minutes. So there you go. I started at 7 Central Standard Time, and it's now 7:59. I'll play a little bit more of this, and then we'll probably jump over to their website, because you know what? Let me know. Do you want me to play any more of this, or would you rather me go to the website? Let me know in the chat where to go. Just let me say website or play. Give me, I mean, I'm not going to drop it too. Oh, when I hear that, I think of the Meltons, and they used to say that all the time. Drop it this, drop it that. And you know, what is that going to mean when you go back and look at anything? Please, that stupid little number game. So let me know in the chat, the comments, whatever. Okay, website. Okay, I'm getting website. Alrighty. Let's go. Hey, Danielle, how are you doing, sweetie? Let's go to the website. Hey, Dave, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, I don't have my paper anymore. No, I don't. I don't have it. It was so long ago. I remember some of it, but I don't have my paper, unfortunately. But I mean, I probably could do a video like on terrorist groups. I could probably come up with something with that and tell the story of how the rise and fall of the Sendero. Because just so that you know, I got interested in the Sendero because my best friend in college undergrad, she's from Peru, and one of her high school friends, his ear was cut off and sent to his father. So she lived through the reign of the Sendero. I mean, it was really awful. Okay. So let's go to the website. Oh yeah, exactly, Jen. It don't matter how long we listen to her, she's not going to say anything. It's so true. It's like, oh, good gravy. Okay. So look at this, the courses. And these are the things that, okay, so we get the 6-figure circle and the inner circle. I wonder which is more expensive, or are they going to even tell us? Because we already know from the Better Business Bureau thing that I looked at, that's $250 a month to be a pajama boss. You know, that thing, whatever the heck you're getting. Oh, okay, you can get a free demo, how to scale your network marketing business to 6 figures using the leverage of a team system. Get clarity, focus, and discipline. Create a team system. Follow 19-step proven process. How was it proven? Where are the stats for that? A third party that has evaluated this and can tell me it's a proven system that actually works. What's the percentage of people that it works for? How many people have tried it and failed? How many people have tried it and had any kind of success? And what is it that you say is success? How do you measure success? How was that being measured? Okay, personalized one-on-one support and access to Massa and Miguel. Ooh, access to them. Access. Hey, Firefly, how are you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Scale to 6 figures and beyond. Oh, my God. Okay, the goal, 6-figure income. Well, I'm not going to read all this jank. The course length, 12 months. Huh. Course format online. Okay, let me see. Okay, you go through. I'm going to read through this. Okay, 19 missions. Thanks, 7 missions, a secret agent. The high-level content is never shared anywhere else. Content is accompanied by your weekly online coaching calls and ongoing conversion via email, messenger, and workplace. Okay. Now, in my opinion, if you are going to create a really good online program, the way that you need to do it is, number one, with a cohort. And you need to have synchronous and asynchronous interaction, same time and, not at the same time. You need to have people actively engaged and involved, and not just going through the missions and then going off on their own and doing some crap and then getting a coaching call. Because it's kind of reminding me of the Ubly bullshit all over again. Exactly, Sarah. Show me your stats. Show me your stats. Exactly. Show me your stats. Because you're not showing me anything. You're just saying a bunch of words. Okay, so here's how it works. Proven path to 6 figures. I don't believe that. The expert one-on-one mentor. I don't believe it. Paradigm shift through. That paradigm shift. Got to change your mindset. Got to change your mindset. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday. I wish I had a cake to give you or something, but all I have is a warm can of sparkling orange water. So yay, happy birthday, Firefly. Firefly is a moderator at one of my most favorite true crime channels, which is, I'm probably going to get it wrong. True Crime Rocket Science. Did I say it right? True Crime Rocket Science. Did I say it right? Nick is absolutely amazing. I was falling asleep to him last night. Not that he's boring. I love listening to his stories and how he analyzed things, because he makes you think. And I'm someone, I love learning. I love being, challenged of like looking at something in a different way. And so I really appreciate that about him. And Firefly, I actually on Twitter this week, I asked him if he knew about a case that I'm doing a video on next week, which has to do with a Ponzi scheme, if he had heard of it, because there is murder involved in it too. Oh, you fall asleep to him every night too? Oh, that's great. Yeah, I just really appreciate him so much, so very much. But okay, a protective community. Yeah, so you can have more people that are like-minded. All of that bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm cussing tonight, guys. I usually try to refrain that from my channel. I try to be family friendly, but I'm a little heated on this stuff. I'm just a little heated. Okay, because this is all a bunch of crap. Build an incredible team of 18 people that support our okay, that's what they have. Okay. Oh, look at this. They have a real pretty little thing. All right. Oh, look at this. Oh, one path, bullshit, 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 more bullshit, 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 bullshit. Just saying, it's a bunch of bullshit. That's just the theme. And then there's the inner circle. And I wonder how much that bullshit costs a month, I really wonder. Yes, do check him out. Do check him out. He is he's done an amazing job on the Watts case. He's done a fantastic job on Jean-Benet Ramsey, and I have not listened to his stuff on Van Gogh yet, but I'm going to because I'm very interested in what he has to say. And there's other things that I've listened to him as well, but I really, really appreciate how in-depth that he is. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. So Firefly, let him know that I just really admire his intellect in looking at things. And he really comes at stuff from, I would say a very like a neutral perspective. And I love that, he talks about not putting these labels on people like sociopath and all of these different things and just kind of dropping that and looking at it from a different perspective. So it's really fascinating to listen to him as he goes through things because it opens me up and it gets me thinking about stuff, and that's what I like doing is I like thinking. I guess that's why I do all this research on the stuff that I do. Okay, so that's that. And okay, so that's the inner circle. That's it. Okay. Okay, so it's a high-level mastermind. Oh, gosh. Oh, of course it is. A mastermind. Okay, let's see what kind of resources do they have. Do they give you anything else for free? Because they're going to help you. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now, a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah, whatever. Let's look at their disclaimer. Nothing should be considered personal investment. Copyright warning. Earnings disclaimer. All of this stuff is freely accessible on the website. Not on the website, but on the internet. Just signing up for things. All of this stuff is available for free. So the income disclaimer. We do not sell business opportunities. Examples are in no way meant to be a representation of actual or possible earnings, nor are they meant as inducement. Oh, they're not meant as inducement. Bullshit. Bullshit. They are. That's why they have all those testimonials, is that they want you to think you too can be one of the people that's going to defy the odds and make money. We're not promising, predicting, implying, or even hinting that you'll make a dime. You may even lose money. You know what? That should be a red flag. But I'll tell you what. When I was neck deep in multi-level marketing, I wouldn't have read the disclaimer. And that's the thing, is most people are not going to read this. All the people go into that free webinar where they're just giving you all this free value, and it's I didn't pick up anything that I thought was of value, Thank you, Firefly. Yeah, I want to, okay, Firefly, riddle me this. Does he do audiobooks that I can get like through like Audible or like Kindle, or is it just through his Patreon? Because I'll never listen to him through Patreon because I'll want to like be on a walk or something. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I'll be able to do that if it's on Patreon. That's just what I'm saying, like, but I would like to listen to him. And one of my stepsons, he likes true crime as well. And so I told him about the channel. So I'm hoping to be able to share some of that when we get custody of the boys, which is going to be in August. And as of today, in 94 days, we will be Kindle. He has audiobooks on Kindle. Oh, great. That's what I was wanting to know. Thank you so very much. Yeah, because I want to listen to his stuff because I find it so utterly fascinating. But we are going to be closing on our house in like 94 days. At least that's what it says on the paperwork. I don't know if I told you guys that we are getting a house. It's because we're getting custody of my husband's two teenage sons. And so we're doing all that so that we can have them in a loving, kind, caring home and be there and be supportive. And I'm looking forward to being able to just, share things with them. There's just a lot that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, they're both amazing kids, they're like my husband, they're part of him. And I think my husband's pretty amazing. That's kind of why I love him, It is exciting. Oh, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Firefly. And thank you, Mom B. I am very, very excited. Very excited. And with the youngest, I asked him if he'd ever like to vlog with me, so he would. So I may actually put him on here like on Friday nights to be my moderator. I've asked him if he would want to be my moderator. And I really want to be able to, see what he's doing, kind of a thing, maybe. Just saying. But I think it would also be good bonding. I think that he would really, enjoy learning about some of this. And also I think I'm probably like when I get my studio set up, I don't know how I'm going to do all that, but I'm going to have him help me with some things and figure it out. And I'm also, he's in charge because you guys, I have killed cactus. I have killed air fern. I have killed aloe vera. I don't have a green thumb, but I want an herb garden and I do want a butterfly garden as well, especially for the monarch butterflies. And so he's going to help me how to figure out that in the backyard, Oh, thank you so much for popping on. It's so nice to see you, Firefly. Go and sleep and be well. Thank you. And if Nick goes live on Sunday, I'm going to try to see him. I know I have something going on in the afternoon, but I missed him last week because I was busy, but I do want to see him live again because I love listening to him. Okay. So really, it's just a bunch of the same kind of stuff that you would see. And, I'm not going to read all of it. I just wanted to point that it's basically they're saying, basically you shouldn't buy this because you could lose money. But that's not what they're saying really, on that whole webinar thing, right? They're not telling us that. They're just going to show you all the people who have had success. They're not going to talk about anybody who was on the struggle bus and had no success. They're not going to give us any kind of stats whatsoever, because if they did that, nobody would buy their poop. Bottom line, no one would if they were actually truthful and honest. But it's not about them being truthful and honest, To me, all of this stuff is about how they can deceive people. And it's not just pajama bosses. It's all of these type of courses, all of these people offering this stuff. How can I deceive you to put on the illusion that I have the system that's going to work for you and you're going to be able to scale and grow a team and have a six-figure income? And I'll tell you about, another video I have coming out next week is I'm going to show you, because I forgot I had something like I have so much stuff from when I was in Beachbody, but I have something that's going to show you how many Beachbody coaches you need in your downline to earn $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, and $500,000. And you're going to see all of that go up and down. And maybe next Friday, I'll have that tool on here and we can all play with it some, because it's very evident that the only way you can have success is to recruit. I mean, it is. And I just don't know why people can't see it for what it is, you know? Just saying. But, you know, we do if we are in anti-MLM, and you guys, if you're here, you're probably in anti-MLM. So let me share with you let me stop sharing my screen for one, and I will just kind of come on here. Here. Thank you, Panda. Thank you so much. Thirsty. So next week, I do have the story that involves a Ponzi scheme and murder. That's coming out. And I also have the Beachbody thing that I was talking about. I have another training video from the top earner of Beachbody that there's so much in it that she says these things that it's like all the typical stuff of the MLM lies. The deception is so interwoven within all of that. And so I'm going to do that. But I'm also very interested, and I said this earlier, I'm interested in different types of fraud. And so I found something that I think I'm going to look at it from the like kind of a big picture of medical fraud, of what goes on with that, because there was a case that came into my bubble, from my hometown. And I'm like, this is really interesting. And it's something I think that needs to be talked about, because all of these things that we're talking about when it comes to multi-level marketing, as far as I'm concerned, it's all fraudulent. And so I want to look at different types of fraud, because I think we need to arm ourselves with that information so that maybe you can recognize that different types of fraud, that maybe someone you know that they may get involved with, and you could be that warning voice of saying, you know, hey, you might want to, like, you know, back it up a little bit and let's look at this. Or you can be that soft pillow for them to land on when they realize that they were scammed. So I just kind of want to look at those sort of things. But I found I have another one. It's a fraud case. It's from Russia. And it's the same guy that can give me the more backstory on Igor E. Alberts. But he sent me some stuff too. And this person is friends with David Breyer. David runs the blog MLM, The American Dream Made Nightmare. Super, super great guy. Has done so much for, you know, putting the movement forward for many years and decades. He's friends with Robert Fitzpatrick and Doug Brooks, if you guys have heard me talk about them. Anyway, so those are some things coming. If you know of any Ponzi schemes or any other type of fraudulent type things that you would be interested in me looking at. Hey, Monica, how are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. I'm kind of wrapping things up, but I'm glad you're here. But if you want me to look at a particular case that you know about, if there's any kind of murder involved in it, let me know. But it doesn't have to be just that. It could be money laundering. I mean, there's so many different things involved with fraud that I really want to get into the mind of, I get the criminal fraudster, you know. And like I said, I will be interviewing the author that, you know, Bertie Madoff. I'm probably not saying his name right, but, you know, the dude that, like, you know, billions of dollars, Wall Street, and I don't know the full story, but I'm going to have to educate myself. I'll be interviewing him, and I think that will be, like, you know, really, really interesting. And I hope that, you know, you guys will enjoy those sort of things. So do let me know if there's anything that comes up, because I can put it on my massive Trello board that has so many ideas on there. But I do want to get into, you know, like I said, you know, the whole different types of fraud. I still want to cover, you know, like MLMs, but there's so many other areas of fraud that, you know, may touch upon this, especially like these courses and things. And like what was it, the thing that is related to our pajama bosses is the 8-figure dream lifestyle that, you know, the FTC is on their butts. So I find it very interesting when someone's caught. And a lot of times, okay, I'm going back to my Notorious series. I'm going to keep on beating this drum, because I know the Notorious series are that true scammers. But it's like they go from one Ponzi scheme to another Ponzi scheme to another. It's just like repeat, rinse and repeat. It's not like they learn. They can go to jail and come back out and start all over again. It's like, wow. Just wow, that just amazes me. Anyway, I am going to get down on the go-go because my voice is starting to give out, and I just get so heated looking at this stuff. I really appreciate you guys coming on here and spending time with me, spending your Friday night, or if it's Friday morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have some fun. I hope that, we learn some things from the pajama bosses, like don't get involved with the pajama bosses. And if you have not watched, again, I'm going to share, the video about business for home. You need to see that video. You really need to see the video about business for home because it tells you a lot about how people use it to legitimize themselves and make their prospects think like, oh, I should join this opportunity based on the stuff that's put on that website. So there. All right. You guys be sweet. Be kind to each other. Look out for everybody that you know. And you're beautiful. And I love you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.